Okay, hello everybody. I want to show you something that I'm quite shocked to see. It is not surprising to me to see it, but it's really, well, it's just out there, and that is international rage, international shock about the things that are being said in the name of Israel in the Israeli Academy by the so-called Professor Yuval Noah Harari. And the things are unbelievable. It's like a worldwide shock. Muslim people are shocked about it. Christian people are shocked about it. I'm not even to mention the Israeli people that are shocked about it. But yet it can go on. And the statements that are said by him are against history, against facts, against many things. But he is an all-powerful guru, has the title of professor, but can say things that do not follow facts, do not follow science, do not follow anything. And this is very disturbing, because you see, Israel should have offered something completely different to the world. We are here in the center of a crossroads between so many things that are so valuable to so many people around the world. It's in the center of the religious sensitivities of the whole world. Sensitivities for Muslims, sensitivities for Christians, for religious people all over the world, for culture, for history, for humanity. And to trample all over it in such audacity is simply shocking. And I can tell you that there is really a war of opinions, a war of viewpoints going on in Israel between the forces of truth and objectivity and harmony, and other forces which are the exact opposite for that. And people around the world see that. And I can tell you that what is going on today within the Israeli institutions, especially within the academy and within many of other institutions, are really on biblical proportions. It's really on biblical proportions. The amount of war behind the scenes of what's going on. Because I can tell you, for instance, that in the Israeli academies, there are Israeli researchers. They're not just philosophizing, guruing over artificial intelligence and Homo sapiens and all sorts of pseudoscience. They're doing real science. And they are not being allowed to lecture or to voice the scientific results within the Israeli academy. And all this parallel to this, we need to hear voices like that being articulated all over the world for what is going on here in Israel. And again, the Israeli institutions had an obligation to bring a certain harmony between so many different forces, and instead of this we are doing exactly the opposite. Let's listen what people around the world have to say regarding the kind of doctrines that are emanating from Jerusalem in the name of Israel, but by a very specific branch of so-called people that present themselves as Jewish people, but are heretic completely, not just in the religious level, in any kind of level, against any kind of cultural human heritage that justifies the existence of this place. Let's listen what people have to say.
And it absolutely demonstrates what may be the perfect encapsulation of what the Bible calls the spirit of Antichrist. This is undoubtedly spirit of Antichrist. Now, the person you are about to hear from, his name is Yuval Harari. I have spoken about him on multiple occasions. I have made videos about him for years. And what is scary about the video you are about to watch is the fact that this was a video that was made in a very specific moment in time. I will tell you when it was made after you watch the video, and I can tell you this right now, it might spook you a little bit. Now, I bring all of this up because we are here making this video and watching this video undoubtedly on the heels of the World Economic Forum's Davos meetings. And this guy is somebody who spearheads so much of what is being driven by Klaus Schwab. Folks, this is demonic. And if you want a biblical example of what spirit of Antichrist looks like, you're going to watch it right now. Let's roll the tape.
That the next big projects of humankind will be to overcome old age and death, to find the keys, the secret to happiness, and to basically upgrade humans into gods.
I want to say this when he talks about basically upgrading humans into gods. He says the key is into finding happiness, and his representation here is we are doing this void of the God of his fathers, void of the God that created us. He is completely denying the God of his fathers, completely denying the very existence of God, only to make a declaration that we are going to find a way to become gods. Folks, this is the spirit of Antichrist. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit so you can kind of get some context, and we'll listen through it. But it's terrible, folks. It's terrible. Let's take.
Okay, so you see, millions of Christians around the world are shocked, are appalled from what is being done here in the name of Israel, in the state of Israel. And that, let me tell you, this is not representative of what most Israelis believe in. This is enforced upon us and does not represent the true opinions and the true viewpoints of the people of Israel. We are being silenced. Okay? And this specific channel has just around 140,000 views. It has thousands of comments. Okay, thousands of comments. Okay? I don't want to be God. I just want to be close to God. People have been warned. Okay, so Christians are shocked by this. Okay, let's see what the Muslims have to say about it. If they like it.
Man has assumed the role of God. In Yuval Harari's philosophy, I don't understand how you can listen to someone like Yuval Harari and not recognize that as the destruction of human life. Look at the kind of outrage people have if you tell them, oh, I want to be married at a young age, or I want to have multiple wives, or I want to have many children. They will denounce you, they'll curse you, they will meme you and make fun of you and laugh at you. It is the future that these atheists are engineering. Is there a place for Islam in that future? Do you care to know the answer to that as a Muslim? He is an Israeli philosopher, and he's been very popular in recent times. What he's known for is being a proponent of transhumanism. I often talk about transhumanism and the danger that it poses to humanity, but he's like an advocate of transhumanism. He thinks that this is the next stage in human evolution. This is, the next step in the continuous progress of humanity, that we have to become more than human. So he often lectures on different venues with global tech leaders, corporate leaders, and he shares this kind of transhumanist view of the future of humanity. And this is why he's very influential. People take him very seriously because of the fact that he has this background. Yes, and he is very closely connected to the WEF, the World Economic Forum. So I think it's useful to hear what he has to say so that we can get a better understanding of his philosophy and what this transhumanist philosophy actually is from one of its leading spokespeople. I think that is going to be instructive for Muslims to understand, like, these are the people who are shaping the world. And how can we live in this world without understanding the people who are trying to control it and are literally trying to determine the future of humanity? These are people that don't believe in God. They're openly, proudly atheists. They believe that humanity is just living on a rock in the middle of the universe. There's no kind of guidance. There's no kind of direction or purpose. We are just like evolved apes, and we're in this stage in our progress where we can control the universe through technology.
Okay, so you see, people all over the world are shocked from the things that are erupting here from Israel. This channel just has 22,000 views, this clip. He has 220,000 followers. Okay, we are doing huge problems for ourselves in Israel by accepting to host this kind of doctrines, which has nothing to do with our people, nothing to do with our beliefs, nothing to do with anything, and we are doing a huge problem for ourselves by hosting this kind of doctrines. And it's contrary to what this country was originally established for, to bring a certain harmony between humanity and the different beliefs and the different viewpoints on God, on religion, whether you do believe in God, do not believe in God, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian, whether you anything else. Harmony should have been. And it seems that whatever it is, it's pushing us towards such a unification. It seems to me that it's in view of these shocking ideas. It's really that people all over the world are called to find some sort of unity between themselves and find the uniting common denominator between, because you see, the Christian pastor that we just heard before is saying the exact same things that this Muslim social influencer is saying, and is saying very similar things to what we are saying in our Israeli channel. And it seems that it's a call for uniting, and also other human beings, whether they believe in God or not, in which manner and in which kind of form they believe in God. But as long as you believe in humanity, you should be very concerned by these kind of doctrines that are being let loose without any form of criticism. So it would be, and today we have the tools. We have the tools finally to speak and communicate between ourselves as humans, and gapping over the things that seems to be differences between us. Yeah, this person is a Muslim, this person is a Christian, this person is a Jew, this person believes in God, this person does not. But at the end of the day, we see that there is a lot of what to agree upon, and a lot of bigger dangers from humanity falling into complete chaos by the hands of inappropriate people. And so that is alarming on the one hand, but it does seem that there is a chance for something very interesting to happen on this basis. So, many points for thought. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.